we talk about God coming to meet you wherever you are. And I think we think of that as like a nice idea, right? But think about when Jesus was on the earth. Think about all the people that he met and where he found them. He found them fishing, working at work, busy, distracted, totally thinking about their own family. And he came and found them there. Think about the woman with the issue of blood. I mean, he found her where she was. But everybody came to Christ in a different way, depending on where they were and who they were. They didn't have to change. There's no one way to God. There's no one way to pray. There's no one way to have Jesus be your Savior. He's going to be your Savior, whether he came and got you and told you to come follow him, and so you jumped off your boat and went, or if he was walking by and you had been fighting an internal battle of whether or not you were going to have the faith, and you decided at the very last second that you were going to lunge out and reach out and grab a hold of his clothes. However it is that you come to him, he takes you. And he's waiting for you. He's walking by you. He's coming to your work and asking you to stop everything you're doing and follow him instead. He is showing up in your life by talking to your neighbor, by being down the street and having people have conversations. But are you willing to bust open the roof to come down and listen? Are you willing to have your friend carry you in on a stretcher so that he can heal you when you don't have the strength to walk in by yourself? I'm overwhelmed by this week, by the women this week, by the messages, but really more so by the community, by the power that everyone in here has. I don't even know if you realize it. What you can do if you take up that cross and decide to jump in and go all in. Do you know how much you've done in your life when you haven't been going all in? Like halfway, what you've already achieved? Can you imagine now if you went just all of you totally in on it? What would happen? What would happen if you left everything to follow him? If you lunged forward and reached out just to grab a hold of his coat? He'll meet you anywhere. You don't have to move.